Yesterday, I watched the Xiaomi launch event hosted by Lei Jun. Obviously, the K70 Ultra is not the main performer, but I believe many people are more interested in this one than the other two photo phones. Of course, we will review these two photo phones later. For now, let's first take a look at this performance monster that's priced at less than $360. In the future, the K70 Ultra may receive upgrades on the cameras and be released globally as the Xiaomi 14T Pro. To get your hands on this phone early, or if you don't want to spend more money for the camera, don't forget to check out geekwheels.com. The K70 Ultra is selling hot. The phone still comes with the most basic accessories such as the SIM card pin and the manual. The phone case is still made of frosted silicone. The charger is 120 watt and also still has a USB-A port. So the cable is also USB-A to C, which makes sense. The charging protocol is as shown in the picture and is unchanged compared to previous Redmi phones. The design of the K70 Ultra still carries on the gene of K70 series with the three cameras placed in the upper left corner. The lenses have gone from round to round rectangle. The power button has a non-slip finish and the weight has slightly increased, presumably due to the larger battery capacity. Other than that, it's pretty much unchanged with the same metal frame and glass back. There are no other features missing, but of course, the drawbacks are the same. Oh, I almost forgot, the K70 Ultra is probably the only phone in the price range that has IP68 dust and water resistance. That's why it's called Ultra, I guess. The K70 Ultra's screen has an OLED panel from TCL. There are downgrades and upgrades compared to the K70 Pro. The Ultra's resolution has been downgraded from 1440p to 1200p. The K60 Ultra did the same thing last year, so I wasn't too surprised. The upgrades are in the brightness, which can be adjusted manually to 700 nits and up to 1600 nits in sunlight. The conditions for switching dimming modes have changed, with a switch to high-frequency PWM dimming only when it's below 60 nits. Moreover, the lower bezel has been further narrowed and is almost as narrow as many curved screen phones. From a distance, you might think it's a very expensive phone. Some of you may complain that it doesn't support LTPO, then check out the Realme GT6 China version that we reviewed a few days ago. That phone might be better for you. One of the main reasons why the K70 Ultra can be so low priced is that MediaTek's chips are cheaper than the Qualcomm's. The Dimensity 9300 Plus isn't the most expensive one, but the performance is some of the best in phones SoC. There's no doubt that the score is definitely a bit higher than the A Gen 3 phones. I have to say, even though I already knew the processor was awesome, the K70 Ultra still shocked me. I haven't seen a frame rate graph that straight in a long time. And the best part is that it's still very low in temperature and power consumption. I don't know if it is Redmi that's awesome or MediaTek that's insane, but anyway, it's the best gaming experience I've had with the phone lately. And it's also cheaper, so there's no reason for gamers not to pick this one. It's worth noting that the K70 Ultra also comes with a display chip D1 this time around, which boosts the resolution and the latency of frame interpolation will be lower. I also didn't find any image being teared down due to frame insertion, so turning on these features does improve the gaming experience significantly. Of course, that depends on the game you're playing support these features. For example, Zenless Zero does not have the option of interpolation and resolution enhancement. However, with the excellent performance of the Dimensity 9300 Plus, it can provide an excellent game experience even without these features. As long as it conquers these two games from HoYoverse, other games will be a piece of cake. The three cameras on the K70 Ultra are a 50MP main camera, an 8MP ultra-wide camera, and a 2MP macro camera. Compared to other phones in the same price range, there isn't much difference in image quality. Most of the photos taken by the main camera are excellent. The dynamic range and saturation are just right, and the clarity is also good. I personally feel the main camera of the K70 Ultra is not less good than Xiaomi's sub-flagship. Compared to other mid-range phones, the 8MP ultra-wide camera underperforms at night, especially the image quality at the edges. I thought I didn't wipe the lens clean. The 2MP macro camera is mostly useless. The resolution is so low that the photos cropped with the main camera are better than those taken with the macro camera. The main camera also has a slight purple fringing issue, the video stabilization is also average, and the only main camera can record 4K videos. The rest of it is nothing to complain about. After all, most of the budget is spent on the processor. I was expecting the K70 Ultra's 5500 mAh battery to not surprise us much, as the OnePlus Ace 3 Pro had a 6100 mAh. But the battery life is actually quite good, about the same as the GT6 China version, sort of exceeds our expectations. It also has a 120 watt of wireless charging in about half an hour to fill up that battery. All things considered, I'd give the K70 Ultra an 8 out of 10 for its charging and battery life performance. We have recently reviewed a lot of phones in the same price range. Which one do you guys prefer? Is it the OnePlus Ace 3 Pro with 6100 mAh battery? Is it the Realme GT6 China version, which is a more versatile performer? Maybe this K70 Ultra that is cheaper and has better game experience is more appealing to you? Anyway, they all have their own unique features and they are all pretty much worth buying for. And if you like to watch a battle between them, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The K70 Ultra is also currently available on Geek Wheels, which you can check out by clicking the link down below. I'm Will from Gizmochina. See you next time.